your show. Well, I'll be coming back, baby, I'll be coming back for more. Do the thing, go sing it, don't go, good thing, but I'm with someone, I'm a Congo thing. Like an apple kid, but I want out and never simple pleasures, I'm much better, but I won't regret it never. Where I go, I just don't know. Well, I gotta take it slow. When I find my peace of mind, I'm gonna give you some of my good time. Where I go, I just don't know. Well, I might end up somewhere in Mexico. When I find my peace of mind, I'm gonna keep it for the end of time.
You give me that funny feeling in my tummy.
Personal Computer Tower Assembly. The following video is to demonstrate the basic installation of the PC power supply, computer motherboard, PC memory, IDE hard drive, CD/DVD drive, and PCI cards into the computer chassis. Parts and tools. We will show every part of the computer that we will be installing, the tools we will need to complete the job, and each of the parts that will be connected and installed to the computer. Open case. We will open the case and lay it down and show it wide open. Here we will show the various cables. We will explain what each cable does and how to install them. Install the PC power supply. This is the power supply. It supplies all power to the computer tower. Align your power supply to the cooling fan facing out of the back of the case. Mount the unit with your screws. It is a good idea to hold the unit in place so it doesn't fall on other components. Once it is firmly in place, you must set the voltage switch. If you live in North America or Japan, set the switch to 110/115 volts. If you are in Europe, set the switch to 220/230 volts. Check to see that the voltage of your power supply is if you live outside of these areas. Motherboard and data connections. The motherboard is the central hub where all components connect to and communicate with. Attach the control wires for the power button, reset button, and LEDs on the front of your computer. Plug the cable for the front USB ports into the USB header. Attach the 20 or 24 pin connector for the power supply. This is the largest plug in the bunch. Then plug in the 4 or 8 pin power connector cables. Installing PC memory. The PC memory stores temporary data. First, locate the memory slots in your computer. These can be hidden below the wires, so you may need to gently push those aside. To insert the memory stick into the slot, line up the memory above the slot and make sure that the notch in the memory is in the correct position. Don't force the memory if it will not go in. Gently push down on both sides of the memory. It should click into place and may push the clamps on the sides into a partial lock position. Now, secure the memory by fully locking the clamps. Install an IDE hard drive disk. This is the hard disk drive, which stores all permanent data on your computer. IDE drive installation. Push any cables out of the way and gently slide the hard drive in. Some cases have rail mounts, while others just have the hard drive screws directly into them. All we need to do is screw it directly in. Now we need to plug in the 4-pin Molex power connector. There are usually a few of them free. Take one and attach it. Now take a free IDE cable, the long ribbon, and connect it to the hard drive. Install a CD-DVD drive. These are the CD-DVD drives. They read optical CD-DVDs. There are several ways in which you can install a CD-DVD drive. You may have to use rails which clip onto the sides of the device, or may be able to attach it directly to the case with screws. Installation. It is time to mount the CD-DVD drives into the slot of the computer. You may need to pop open the bay cover and take off the front panel and make an opening for the device. Screw a slide into place. Data connections. Next, find the IDE cable in the data in the computer. It is a large gray cable. It can only fit one way, so don't force it if it doesn't fit. Once that is snug, find the 4-pin Molex power cable and connect it to your device.
There must be something in the way I feel that she don't want me to feel.
Installing a PCI card. This is a PCI generic card. This adds an additional device to your PC. Align the PC card directly over the slot of the motherboard. Once this is in place, gently press down on the front and the back of the card until it is snug. Once the card is seated in the slot, screw or fasten down the card in the case. external fan. Finally, we will connect the internal heat fan. This fan allows internal heat to be blown out of the back of the computer vent. Connect the fan cable to the fan header. Case closed. Now we will close the case and attach the front panel. Connecting external cables, monitor, keyboard, and mouse. Now we will connect the mouse, keyboard, and monitor cables, and later we'll verify that they are all working.
You see, she hides 'cause she is scared, but I don't care. I won't.
Power on the computer. Now we will power on the tower, and then power on the computer and monitor, which will bring us to the final step, the boot process.
Such a fool. I could never keep that cool. Showed her and I told her how she struck me.
Boot up. Finally, we will boot up the computer and verify that everything is working to make sure that the monitor, keyboard, and mouse connect properly, and that the computer boots up correctly, and the computer is fully functioning. The computer has successfully booted and shows the Windows desktop. That completes our tutorial.